Yes, sixth class. Good morning, everyone. Yes, today we are here to recapitulate the previous chapter of geography, that is chapter 1. Yes, my dear students, we have discussed the chapter The Earth in the Solar System. Now I'm just highlighting all the points again so it will be easier for you to understand that chapter. Okay, you will ever notice that there are so many stars in the sky. They are bright, some they are dim, some they are studded with diamonds. It looks like diamonds. So keep on twinkling. Have you carefully noticed that some of them do not twinkle as others do? They simply glow without any flicker, just as the moon shines. So, all these bright objects, you may also see the moon on most of the days. It may, however, appear at different times, in different shapes, and at different positions. You can see the full moon only once in about a month, and it is full moon night. In according to Hindu mythology, we called it as a Purnima. That means full moon night. A fortnight later, you cannot see it at all. It is a new moon night, that means Amavasya. Yes, my dear students, as the name shows, new moon night. But new moon means not a new moon at that time, but no moon at that time. We called it as a new moon. That it's a beginning of the new moon, but in Hindu mythology we called it as a Amavasya. So full moon, that is called Purnima, and new moon, that is called Amavasya. It is also called as a clear night. Do you know why can't we just see the moon and all those bright tiny objects during the daytime? Oh, always this question was there in my mind when I was very young. Because I always keep on thinking when there is a light, so in light we are able to see all the objects. So why are not able to see the stars in the daytime or moon in the daytime? Are they disappeared? It is because that very bright light of the sun does not allow us to see all these bright objects in the night sky. Yes, my dear students, because even we are not able to see the sky in the daytime because of bright sunlight, and it is all because of this that we are not able to see moon and stars in our daylight. So the sun, moon, and all those objects shining in the night, they are called the celestial bodies. I am also including some of the things here, not only the star, the moon, but the meteoroids, the asteroids, all these things included in celestial bodies. So, one mark definition can be there that what do you understand by celestial bodies? Now, some celestial bodies are very big and hot. They are made up of gases. They have their own heat and light, which they emit in large amounts. And these celestial bodies are called stars. So I'm highlighting the stars points again. They are big and hot. They are made up of gases. They have their own heat and light. So these are the features of stars. Again, big and hot, own heat and light, made up of gases, These are the features of stars. Now, countless stars we are having in the night sky are similar to sun, but we don't feel their heat and light. And they look so tiny because they are very far away from us. Even they are similar to the sun, but they are far away from us. So that's why we are not able to see their or able to judge their actual, you can say, the size. You must have noticed that all the objects look smaller when we see from a distance. How small an aeroplane looks when it is flying at a great height. So don't put a doubt in your mind that the stars are not similar to the sun. They are, or you can say the maximum. Okay, while watching in night sky, you may notice various patterns formed by different group of stars. Have you ever noticed? Or have you ever, with your imagination, try to make a figure? Oh, I always used to when I was smaller like you. So, some of the constellations, they are itself made by the group of stars. So, they are called constellations. Again, one mark definition will be here. What do you understand by constellation? So some examples are Ursa Major Big Bear is one of the easily recognizable constellation. And Saptarishi, oh, everyone's favorite, the group of 7 stars. And we also heard the story about against the Saptarishi, that these are the not the stars, they are the rishis from a group. 7 rishis are there. So we always match these 7 stars with 7 rishis. Okay, ask someone elder in your family or neighborhood to show you more stars, planets, or constellations in the sky. Now, have you ever noticed that in ancient time, when the people they are not having their navigation maps with them, or you can say the needles, those who are just at that time they pointed the north side, how they will be able, how they would be able to know about the different directions? Yes, my dear students, by looking at the pole star. You know, whenever we find out the directions, we always just point it to the north side. So, the pole star, it always shine in the north direction. It always pointed out on the north side. So, in the earlier time, the people, they easily pointed to the pole star. They would recognize the north direction. But nowadays, it is much easier to us with the help of navigation facility, or you can say the Google map. Even not only the direction, we can easily find out each and every house. Yes, my dear students, we are living in such a good time that through navigation system we can easily find out the each and every place. So at that time, by locating the position of North Star, the traders or the you can say the traders, those who travel by the ship at that time, or the people, those who are moving here and there to in search of new places, they also pointed to the pole star. It was easier for them to locate the north direction. Now next, some of the celestial bodies do not have their heat and light. They are little bit lit by the light of the stars. And these bodies are called planets. Again, definition is there. What are planets? They do not have their heat and light. They take their light from the stars, and they are called as the planets. Now, two things we have discussed: stars, planets. Stars have their own heat and lights. Planets do not have their own heat and lights. Stars, they are uncountable. Planets are 8 in number. Stars, some stars, they are very big and similar to the sun, but planets, they are not as much as big as the stars. So this is a question that differentiate between stars and planet. The very important question differentiate between stars and planets. And this question can be there in 5 marks. So be ready that you have prepared your 5 marks question. Again, today we have discussed the different definitions like constellation. Today we have read about full moon and new moon, celestial bodies. We have discussed the things about stars, planets, etc. Okay, now this is all for the day, and rest of the things we will discuss in next video. Up to that you have to revise it again, but remember one thing: this is the most important question in this chapter, that differentiate between stars and planets. So be ready with this chapter, and we will discuss the rest of the things or recapitulate the rest of the things in our next video.